I don't know what it is about 2024, but it is a completely religious horror movie year. Does Russell Crowe do it again? Or is it kind of a meandering experience? Let's find out. Chase Liaki here with the Blue Futon reviewing The Exorcism. So what's it about? Pretty simple premise. You have an actor, Russell Crowe. Bad shit has happened to him in his past, and now he's trying to get on the up and up. But however, is he about to get possessed by this demon? Let's find out. So talking about this movie, it's interesting because little did I know majority of this film was filmed or completed in 2019. COVID happened, blah, blah, blah happened. Then all of a sudden 2023 happens and they decide to almost revamp the third act, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what we get with this movie now. Can you tell the difference between 2019 and 2023? Maybe, especially with Sam Worthington's character. He just kind of felt out of place of why it hit because he's kind of a big name actor, but he's literally in the movie for like 5 to 7 minutes, which felt a little bit awkward. But then you have some forceful stuff in this movie, which you're like, okay, what are you trying to go for? And when thinking about this movie more driving home, I think I have more questions than I wanted to coming out of this movie. But when we talk about the positives, I do like how it was filmed. Yes, there are some scenes though that was way too damn dark. You're just like, what's going on? You're going down the staircase, but I don't see what's actually happening. Oh, is that something in the shadows? Or is that a silhouette of a character? Yeah, you get that. But you also get close up of like Russell Crowe's face and eyes. I kind of dug that because you kind of get his pain in his face. And people might be wondering, well, I'm also wondering at the same time, why is he getting possessed? Because you think, okay, is this possession based on what happened to Russell Crowe's past when he was younger, an altar boy, and how he's kind of dismantled religion and he's getting back into religion by taking this priest's role? But then there's an also storyline about, or is it the movie set that's haunted? Because something happened in the very beginning of the movie about someone dying. It's in the trailer. And then you see it also in the trailer where the girl's like, have you not seen Poltergeist, Exorcist, and all the bad shit that happens on movie sets? You're like, okay. So then that brings me to the whole thing of, is it a haunted movie set? Or is it something else? And we don't get that answer of what this entity is and why is it harassing or possessing these people. And I also think a lot of the characters just half-baked. Like I said, I think the most baked character, not like high, but like out of the oven, is Russell Crowe with kind of what we get with his past, even though I would think it could have expanded a little bit more. Like I said, Sam Worthington's character, not usable. Basically, I don't know why he's in this film. Then you have the priest, which he's in it for a little bit, but I feel like there's a missing connection. Same with his daughter. Yes, you get the past of like, cancer mother 2 years ago, but it's just more of like, oh, she's a troubled child, the end, and you don't get that. Also, something happens as well as Russell. Something happens, I want to say, that ends the second act, and it starts the third act. Something to do with in his apartment and at a window, and I just don't understand how it can continue. I don't know what's the continuing factor with that, because you're just like, what the fuck just happened? It doesn't make sense. So the more you think about that, you're just like, what happened with the original third act and this third act now? Because also looking at IMDb as well as the credits in the movie only has one director. However, when you read IMDb, there's 2 directors credited. So I don't know if there's a complete rewrite of the third act and this new director came in and did the last 15-20 minutes of the movie. I don't know. I have to do more research. And people are also saying this is vertical movies, and they usually only do straight to DVD, which that's about right because this is my first time seeing a vertical movie in theaters, which is fine. Like Sabian does and everything like that. So I have no issues with that. Like I said, the look of the movie isn't bad. I don't mind the movie within a movie aspect of it. I actually enjoy that, like seeing what happens behind the screen. But also the director in this movie. Like there's just so many things that just happen in this movie, and people seem to forget about it. Like the whole thing where the director says something absolutely brutal to Russell Crowe's character, and it kind of snaps Russell Crowe, and he does this weird exorcism shit, and you're just like, what the fuck? but it feels like it just, I'm going to say it's forgotten, but people are just like, we're just going to stop writing the movie. And you're just like, or the director's like, no, we need you, Sam Worthington, to save the movie. Like, no one's going to talk about how Russell Crowe basically did a U-turn with his body, then went to a table and smashed his head, and there's like no blood. I find that really awkward as well. Like I said, there is so many, I would say there's not so many, but there are interesting premises in this movie, but none of them are fleshed out. A lot of it isn't baked, and it's kind of unfortunate because there's something in here. I truly think that there's an interesting premise, even though Russell Crowe's been doing a lot of priest and exorcism movies, but the overall final product, I was a little, or mostly, disappointed. So The Exorcism will receive a 1.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals at 30%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. So critics, we are now at a 31% with 62 of them. Audience score of 50% with fewer than 50. Here's critic consensus. The power of Crowe compels up to a point, but this metatextual riff of the possession genre, but The Exorcism's greatest sin is ultimately falling back on cliches. That is 100% correct. This is a 100% tropey, cliche-ish movie that really does nothing new. But I don't know what happened with this production, the post-production, the pre-production during the filming aspect of this. So I don't know who to really blame or if there really is a blame game to go around. I just realized there's a lot of these sticky things on my pants now and I'm trying to get them off. That's very unprofessional in me giving you a review. Anyway, we have 30, we have a 31, and we have a 50. Chase Lee Hockey here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of the things Futontopia, you Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. For a great day. And I'll keep watching this today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month, and a year from now. I absolutely love every single freaking one of you. Enjoy life. Don't get possessed. And when you're walking your dog, make sure you don't go through random ass plants.